Why am I wearing two jackets? Such a weirdo. Two jackets. Alright. Although it is cold in here. I gotta show my bra a little bit. Okay. Hey guys, so I thought I would film a different video for you guys today because I'm still not doing tutorials. I'm sorry. Hopefully will get back to it in the next couple weeks. But I wanted to film for you a blush tag. I recently saw Vintage or Tacky, Cora from Vintage or Tacky, do this video, and I thought it was kind of fun, and who doesn't love to just hear about makeup all the time? And so I thought I would do my blush tag, so I have it on my phone, and I think that any excuse to just kind of nerd out and talk about makeup is kind of fun, so let's just get started. The first thing on the tag is best blush packaging. I'm gonna have to go with the Tarte Bling It On palette that came out during the holidays this year. It's my first Tarte palette that I've ever bought, or any Tarte blushes that I ever bought, and I just love that it's so sparkly and pretty, and I love that it's, you know, nice and thin and easy to travel with, and this is the blush palette that I used to travel with over the holidays, so I just love this so much, and I'm love that it's just so sparkly. I mean, look at this. Sparkles. Prettiest color would have to be this Chanel blush, and this is the shade Plum Attraction, number 63. It's just this really beautiful plummy shade. This is my fall blush. I actually stole this from my mom because she bought it and I really loved it, and so I took it from her because that's what I get to do as her daughter. But it's just this really beautiful plummy shade, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but it's not that pigmented. It's the perfect amount of pigment. You can build it up if you want more blush, or you can just use like a little swirl and dab it on your cheekbones. It's just the perfect everyday wearable color, and who doesn't love Chanel? I mean, Chanel has the most beautiful packaging for all of their makeup products. It's just so classy and Chanel. My most pigmented is the next one. My most pigmented blush would have to be the Clinique Cheek Pop Blush Pop. Ooh, I always have a hard time saying that. And this is this shade 07 in Cola Pop, and it's just this really beautiful, I wouldn't call this cola, because when I think of cola, I don't think of this color, I think of like brown. But this is like my most pigmented blush. I mean, look at this. So much pigment. And this is something that you have to go really light-handed with this blush. I mean, you literally just have to lightly touch touch it. You literally just have to lightly touch it. Oh my god. Why can't I say that? You literally just have to lightly touch the brush to the shadow and dust it on your cheeks without using a heavy hand, because this blush can get intense really, really quickly. But I use this only during fall, just when I want a dark lip, and then I'll go with this color on the cheeks very lightly, because it can be intense really quickly. Like one dab and that's it. That's it with this one. But it's a really beautiful color and perfect for fall. And I love that Clinique does this like flower embossing on their blushes. It's just really cute. My everyday blush. My everyday blush is this one by MAC called Eternal Sun. I've already hit pan on this blush because I use it every day. It's the blush I'm wearing today, and looks way more pigmented than it does in person, but this is a pro long wear blush, and it's really, really beautiful. It's very natural looking, except for apparently on camera, but it gives you a very sun-kissed look. So on days that I'm wearing very minimal makeup, usually is what I go for. Or if I want to go with a deep smoky eye, I'll go for this blush. I mean, it's just my everyday go-to beautiful blush. Party blush. I don't really know if I have a party blush because I don't really go to very many parties. But I guess I don't really know. Nara's orgasm, because a lot of people don't like this, but I personally do. I just think it's really, really beautiful and like soft and glowy. It's right here. And that's why I love it. So maybe this, because usually when I go out, I kind of want to look like I'm glowing from within and just like a golden goddess. And this blush looks beautiful with my skin tone. So I personally love it. And then I love this with adding another highlight. I feel like the shimmer that's in this and a highlight just makes you look so natural and radiant and beautiful. And I guess this would be my party blush. I don't really have a party blush. I kind of just pick what I'm in the mood for at the time. But I guess if I'm going to say a party blush, it would be this one. So I don't know. But a lot of people don't like this. I do. I think it's a really beautiful blush. Regret purchasing. A blush I regret purchasing is actually a Makeup Forever blush. And this is in the shade, really don't know. What is the shade? Oh, PJ36A. I hate the way they name these things. It's a purple blush, and okay, so I'm cheating a little bit because in my defense, I didn't know that this was a blush and I thought it was just an eyeshadow, but it's a blush and I use it as an eyeshadow, but it's really pigmented and purple, which is gorgeous. And I didn't know it was a blush until after I had purchased it, like immediately after, and I went home and I read it and I was like, oh, it's a blush. Oops. But I use it as an eyeshadow when I want to be fun with my makeup. But seriously, as a blush, I've never seen anybody wear purple blush before. Like, it's just so weird. But, I mean, to each their own. If you do wear purple blush, please send me a picture because I want to know how amazing and wearable it looks, because I've never seen anyone wear a purple blush before. But as an eyeshadow, this is really beautiful, and I love Makeup Forever eyeshadows. So this is my regret purchase as a blush, but I made it work as an eyeshadow. Least used is next, and my least used blush is this Milani blush in the shade Romantic Rose. It's a really, really beautiful blush, but it doesn't work on my skin tone. So that is why it's my least used blush. It's too light for me. Like, you can't even, like, it's just, it doesn't even show up. Like, no matter how much I'll put this on my cheeks, it still will never show up, which is really sad because it's a really beautiful, beautiful blush. And I just kept it because I mean, it's so pretty and it's a rose, and I love all the Milani blushes, but I never wear this because it doesn't work, and it really doesn't look like anything on my cheeks. If you're a much lighter skin tone than I am, this would be beautiful on me. Oh, on me. No, it doesn't look good on me. This would be much more beautiful on you if you're lighter than my skin tone. But I mean, all the Milani blushes are beautiful. I mean, look at this. So pretty. So pretty. Most used and would never let go. Most used is this Estee Lauder blush in the shade Wild Sunset Shimmer. This is my summertime blush, and again, I stole this from my mother, but it is so beautiful. It's like a deeper version of NARS Orgasm, but more blendable and more pigmented, and literally looks like you're sun-kissed and glowing. I never wear a highlight with this blush just because it doesn't need one. It's just so pretty. Let me see. Can you even see that? I don't know why I swatched it on that side. Right here. It's like this peachy orange shade, which looks beautiful, I think, on all skin tones, but really, really beautiful on skin tones that are even deeper than mine. And I love the formula of Estee Lauder blushes. It's just so soft and blendable, and this blush is my favorite. And look at this packaging, like, it's gold and beautiful. But if you're looking for a everyday natural wearable blush for the summertime especially, I highly, highly recommend this one, and it is my go-to blush that I will never, ever let go of. It's like my baby. My favorite blush brand, My favorite blush brand would have to be a new discovery that I just mentioned, the Tarte blushes. They last all day, and I can't believe I never, like, got on the Tarte blush bandwagon. I mean, I want to purchase other blushes, but because I have this palette, I just haven't gone to get, like, any other Tarte blushes. But, like, this palette is just so beautiful, and I've never used Tarte blushes before until this palette, and I can't believe I haven't, because the formulation is so long wearing and blendable, and it's just the right amount of pigment for a blush. Because you don't want to have a blush to have too much pigment. You want something that is buildable so you can get the amount of color that you want for your cheeks. And I feel like the Tarte blushes, especially this palette, do that for you. Greatest blush discovery of last year. Again, sorry. Tarte blushes is my latest discovery, and it's been my baby since I discovered it and my everything. I am definitely going to try out other Tarte blushes, but I don't know which ones to try out. So if you, like, have a favorite Tarte blush, please let me know. But, like, out of all these, I have to say my favorite is Prim, this middle shade right here. It's really, really beautiful. I love it for, like, everyday wear. Especially if I'm doing a really intense smoky eye, this blush Prim is just perfect for that kind of look. Most practical blush. Oh my goodness. I don't know. My most practical blush, I'm gonna go back and say, is my MAC Eternal Sun blush. It's the most wearable, I think, for me. And the one I always reach for when I don't know what blush to wear for the day. It's my MAC Eternal Sun blush. So I feel like that's the most practical blush for me. My least practical blush is this ColourPop blush in the shade Homey. It's really pink. Really, really pink, which can look really beautiful depending on how you use it. But it's just really pink. Like, it's Barbie doll pink, and I hardly ever wear this blush just because I don't know when to wear it and I don't know how to wear it, and it's just something that you need to go really light-handed. I mean, the good thing about these ColourPop blushes is that you use a synthetic brush and you get a little bit of pigment on it, but it's just my least practical blush because I never reach for it, and it's just, I don't know why. Most expensive. Most expensive would probably have to be Chanel. Chanel products are generally on the higher end. This is about as luxury as I get usually when it comes to buying makeup products, but this is my most expensive blush. And the last category is least expensive, and that would be the Milani Tea Rose blushes or rose blushes. They're just super beautiful. Like, look at this. This one in Coral Cove is my absolute favorite Milani blush because it's this beautiful corally orangey shade, and it's just gorgeous. I mean, look at this. So pretty. Like, it's just, they're just beautiful right here. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but least expensive, most affordable. The formulation of these blushes is amazing. So if you don't even want to go out and purchase any other kind of blushes and you're looking for a good new blush and you don't want to splurge, highly, highly recommend these. Milani blushes are amazing. Drugstore, really inexpensive. They make amazing, amazing blushes. The mineralized blush is, I know everyone is a big fan of these. I just love this particular one because of the rose embossing on them. But that completes this blushes tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I tag all of you and let me know what your favorite blushes are. I will leave the tag down below in case you want to do it yourself. But I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!